If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. Happy Devil's Thursday. This is the Morning Woo, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey, on this beautiful mischief night, October 30th, 2025, 6:56 a.m. in the morning, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast. Yep, at Let's Go Devils Podcast for Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, at Let's Go Devils Pod on X, and the YouTube channel at Let's Go Devils. So, rainy, happy Devil's Thursday. Lots of rain today, partially tomorrow, but the weather gets really nice, and there's going to be it looks like it's going to be a foreseeable future. Clear skies, sunny, little chilly. Starting to get down to the mid-30s at night, but usually around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And I assume that'd be like 18 degrees Celsius. I don't know the metrics. But New Jersey Devils right now taking on the San Jose Sharks tonight. I believe it's 10 p.m. Eastern start. Tom says, time to start a new win streak. Chatting in the YouTube Live. Happy Devil's Thursday to you, Tom. Pod Legend says, ready for some late night harpooning. These glasses suck. I can't even read anymore. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I should tilt the glasses to help. AJ Visco says, morning, great day to go shark fishing. Harpooning, woo wagon. Happy Devil's Thursday to you. He's saying, good morning, woo. Last night on the State of the Fan Address, if you haven't heard that podcast yet, that episode, it was great. We had Kristen Shilton of ESPN on talking about the Devils, where the Devils are right now. So I want everybody that's driving right now, hands 10 and 2 on the wheel, 9 and 3 you prefer. Truck drivers, I want you, we love our truckers here at the Let's Go Devils Podcast and Morning Woo. We love our truckers. We love our drone transporters as well. But I want you to be careful right now what I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to say as nice as possible, and I'll tell you a reason why. Despite what the standings say, because right now, as of yesterday when I looked, the Devils are in a 5-way tie or 6-way tie. But because of tiebreakers of these regulation wins, they are numero uno, number one in the National Hockey League in the standings overall in the league. Despite what that says, and the power rankings say that the Devils are number one, They are not the best team in the NHL. Yet. Let me repeat myself. The Devils are not the best team in the NHL, despite what the standings say. But that's okay. Because the ceiling is high for your New Jersey Devils. After taking a whooping from the Colorado Avalanche, it was really a landslide, even though the Devils did try to come back in that game, within one. But with the injuries, and I'm not making the excuse, but with the injuries, defensively, the Devils looked terrible. Undisciplined, taking penalties. The penalty kill, which was lethal, was non-existent against the Colorado Avalanche. The Colorado Avalanche were the better team that night and are better than the New Jersey Devils. But that's okay. There's still time. And not necessarily do you need to be the best team to win the Stanley Cup. Sometimes it's about luck. Sometimes it's about timing. But right now, the Devils are going to play the San Jose Sharks, who can score goals, can be dangerous. And the Devils, when they played them just a few days ago, a handful of days ago, when they played the San Jose Sharks on that Friday night, the Sharks gave the Devils a run for their money. Eventually, Dougie Hamilton put in 2 power play goals. Downtown Connor Brown put in 1. Devils winning 3-1. But the San Jose Sharks and the Shark Tank, they're going to be a problem. And how the Devils respond to that 8-4 loss against the Colorado Avalanche, will they win? Will they play well? Will they shut down the Sharks? Or are they going to regress? I know Brett Pesce's out. I know Cody Glass is out. The depth of the deep roster of the New Jersey Devils are being tested right now. So far, okay. So good. Despite the loss against the Colorado Avalanche. But this is where the Devils can pivot. This is where the Devils can send a message that was just a bump in the road against Colorado. A blip on the radar screen. Wimpy says no, it was all on Markstrom. Well, I would agree that he takes the brunt of responsibilities that night. But defensively, there were holes, Wimpy. Defensively, it was awful. The bad penalties, you can't blame Markstrom on. You can blame Markstrom for setting the tone early on that it was going to be a gong show of a game. You can make that argument. But just remember, Markstrom, throughout his career, when he has a bad game, he usually bounces back. It's the bounce back that I'm looking for. I'm assuming Jake the Snake Allen, is going to be in net tonight. And now Wimpy says it's sarcasm. Sarcasm. That's the worst thing about being from New Jersey. We're always sarcastic, and then when you add in text from online, everything gets misconstrued. Anyway, thank you, Wimpy. Wimpy says that was pure pond hockey, fun to watch if you're not a Devils fan. Yeah, it was, and that's what I'm trying to get away from. Like, I do not want the Devils to play pond hockey, 60 minutes of pond hockey. I don't mind them playing 5 minutes of pond hockey to open up the game to get some scoring chances, but not 60 minutes. It's unsustainable. They need to get back to the defense. They need to get back to positioning. They need to get back to simplifying their game. And also, wear them down. Roll 4 lines instead of having to play catch-up. But the Devils can play catch-up. It was just that lead was insurmountable. I mean, Colorado had a big freaking lead. But the Devils did respond in that game, which is good. But this is the San Jose Sharks. You got to beat the San Jose Sharks. Because if they lose tonight, that 8-game heater puts in question, are they really that good or not? I think the Devils have a tremendous amount of potential. I think they've got a well-rounded team right now. They're going through injuries, but so are the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina Hurricanes are getting decimated right now. And Florida Panthers, we know their story. This is a chance for the Devils to make gains right now early in the season in the standings. 2 points or 2 points. Whether it's against the Sharks or it's against the, Toronto Maple Leafs or Florida Panthers or Colorado Avalanche or whatever, Edmonton Oilers, which the Devils have beaten so far this season. But 2 points are 2 points, and you can't leave points on the table. You can't leave regulation wins on the table. They've got to come out firing in the first period. Because the second period, for the most part, the Devils have done very well in the second period all season so far in this young season. In 10 games, they've done very well in the second period. That's where they make their adjustments. That's how they respond. Pod Legend says, I would totally put Markey in tonight to get back on the ball. I'll be honest with you. I play him against LA. I'd rotate Jake Allen and Markstrom right now. But at the same time, Jake Allen was pretty hot. And Markstrom needs to perform. And he knows that. He knows that. Happy Devils Thursday to you, Dubzilla. Defense was so undisciplined Tuesday. It's crazy. We rewatched 3 times and just disgusting to see. Totally not Markey's fault. It wasn't his fault, but what was his fault? And again, it was the rust. You set the tone of the game 18 seconds in. The Devils are down a man against a high-powered, high-octane power play of the Colorado Avalanche. That's not good. You gotta mitigate those simple mistakes. But it's just one of those things. NY Davey, morning Sam. Well, happy Devils Thursday to you. NY Davey, big fan of the podcast. Woo Wagon said, what's your thoughts of converting Seamus Casey to a forward? I think that's too early right now. Woo Wagon. But at the same time, it's intriguing to me because I love those type of hybrid players. I love those type of utility players. And Seamus Casey can score. He's got an offensive touch. So that makes him very dangerous. And when you have, if say, for instance, theoretically, Seamus Casey's playing on the 4th line, or let's say the 3rd line because Casey can skate. But let's say he's playing in the bottom 6. And you dress technically 7 D guys. One goes out with a penalty or gets a 5-minute major. It allows the defense to be more aggressive. It also allows to have depth in case of injury. And also, it allows the defense, the blue liners, to pinch in and help out offensively, knowing that you've got a defenseman-minded forward in Seamus Casey if you were to move him to a forward position. It's been done before successfully. One comes to mind, Dustin Byfuglien, Chicago Blackhawks. How many cups did they win with him in the lineup? I think 1, maybe 2. I think they did win 1 cup like that. So I don't mind the idea. I think I'm more concerned about Casey's development. But in Casey's mind, you would have to think, hey, anything to get me in the lineup is good. And that's how I look at it, to be honest. Wimpy says, spot on, Markey had a couple bad goals, but we weren't winning that game with Allen either. Yeah, we weren't winning the game with Allen unless Jake the Snake Allen was stopping everything, and we, that just remember how many posts were hit. That game could have been a 17-4 thumping. The way Colorado was just, they were mad, they were incentivized, they were at home, they had the home ice, they're used to the high altitude. They had everything going for them, and then they were running into a goaltender that hadn't played in a couple weeks, and then two guys that were new in the lineup making their season debuts. It was a perfect storm for the New Jersey Devils. The only positive thing I can get out of that game was they did try to mount a comeback. They didn't throw in the towel. They could have easily done that and would have been understandable, but no, they didn't throw in the towel. And Jack Hughes and Dougie Hamilton were really putting, the offensive threat, even though they were down. So, 4-0, 5? I don't remember. Don't want to talk about it, really. Yeah, Niedermeyer played forward with us. He did. That was a long, long time ago. Hey, if you can skate, I don't see why not. Pod Legend said we weren't winning Tuesday's game with prime Marty Brodeur in net. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. But you know what? Let's just not get down on ourselves on that game. I know the 8-game here was awesome. The streak's over. It was a little disheartening right from the get-go. We hadn't seen this type of play from the Devils pretty much all season. But I like to see how the Devils respond to adversity. They lost opening night to the Carolina Hurricanes. They lost it in the last 5 minutes of the game. How do they respond? They went on an 8-game heater. What will they do tonight against the Sharks? They better not take the Sharks lightly. They better not. They are a fast team. They've got scores, and they're hungry. And the Devils are hungry too. You just got to make sure that you execute and you finish them off and harpooning the San Jose Sharks. It's either you make shark fin soup and eat it, or you get eaten by Jaws. Either or. That's my analogy for the day. Instagram Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast. I see Jeff. I'll see Alexis joining. All the damn vampires joining. Thank you. On the Instagram Live. Love to hear from you folks. Also, Twitch. We've got one person on Twitch. That's probably Durango Steve. I'm not sure. Hey, all you Twitch followers, if you ever see us at American Whiskey, let us know if you're on Twitch. I know we've got some hardcore Twitch followers. I remember one time we had a Twitch follower that came all the way from, I forgot where, but it was probably like 500 miles away just to see us. Amazing. Just amazing. Morning, says Alexis. A happy Devils Thursday to you. I hope your morning's going well. It is at least a triple header. Happy Devils Thursday today. We got Game Day Live going an hour before puck drop, and Devils After Dark at an ungodly hour. And I don't know, I'm just dreading doing the morning woo 24 hours from now. Not going to get much sleep tonight, but a victory is the cure-all for sleep deprivation. Oh my goodness, has started to follow us on Instagram at Let's Go Devils Podcast. Oh my goodness has joined. Give me a shout out. Oh my goodness. He consumes this podcast in so many different ways. Because you got YouTube Live. Please subscribe at Let's Go Devils. I see Oh my goodness on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Let's Go Devils Pod. I would put podcast, but 15 characters or less. So at Let's Go Devils Pod. And Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Twitch at Let's Go Devils Podcast. There you go. And Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music Prime, Audible, and on the iHeart app. Put in the search, Let's Go Devils Podcast. Alrighty here. Gonna get out of here. Gotta start my day. It's garbage day. Gotta take out the garbage today. That's on my agenda. Gotta think, just gotta think of more stuff on the podcast. Again, just a reminder, if you hadn't heard the interview with Nick Villano, pucksandpitchforks.com, editor-in-chief, and Kristen Shilton of ESPN, go to our podcast pages. Take a listen. She had some great points, from a national hockey writer's standpoint on the New Jersey Devils. Interesting points of view. Pod Legends asking, Sam, how was your anniversary yesterday? It was great. It was quiet. Obviously, I had the podcast. Obviously, it was good. It was good. Mrs. Wu and I had a quiet evening. I'm glad there was no hockey on other than the podcast. Yeah, Mrs. Wu was great. She's great. I had a great time last night. And then we went to bed early because the night before was a long night. Anyway, let's see here. My goal is to make it through the game tonight and post game. Well, you know what? We're going to have to pull out. That's why we got our highly caffeinated beverage here. I got my mug ready for the ceremonial sip. Tom says I'm going to take a nap after work so I can watch the game later. That's Tom. Big fan of the podcast. Webby says, go BJs, the Blue Jays beating the Dodgers 6-1 yesterday. Game 6, 7, if necessary. Back in Toronto. That's a great series. If you're watching, if you like baseball, that is a good series. I think I'm still mad that the Montreal Expos left. Now the Washington Nationals. I wish Major League Baseball would bring baseball back to Montreal. That's just my opinion. I think it would be great. A lot of great players that were at Montreal Expos. Some that come in mind: Pedro Martinez, Gary Carter, Andre Dawson, Vladimir Guerrero, Junior's dad. Some come to mind. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, gonna get out of here. Let's do the ceremonial sip. Toasting you, the Devils fan. Hang in there. It's gonna be a late night. Just go status quo at work. We love our truckers. We love our drone operators. We love our drone transporters. We love our engineers. We love our janitors. We love our healthcare professionals. Whether you're a doctor, pharmacist, even a pharmacy tech. We love you all. You're doing a great job. But afterwards, you got another job. You got to be a New Jersey Devils fan. So I salute you with the ceremonial sip of this highly caffeinated beverage. All right. Getting out of here. NY Davey. Sam, the Expos left because the fan base didn't support the team. Well, the stadium was horrible, too. There were a lot of issues aside from that. But I can tell you, my good friend from Montreal, Connor McKenna of TSN 670, he does the morning show, number one sports morning show in Montreal. He wants the Expos back. All right? I want the Expos back. Times have changed. And remember, when the Expos were having their problems, the Canadian dollar was not doing very well against the U.S. dollar. And on top of that, what else was going on back then? Anyway. All right, well, they needed a new stadium, which they weren't going to get. Yeah, Wimby's right. The 94 strike killed the Expos. It really did. Because it was really a turnoff to those in Montreal. But they do love their Expos. I would love to see the Expos come back. But next week, we'll see the Montreal Canadiens. Maybe a lot of Canadiens fans will be at American Whiskey. I'll ask them if they want the Expos back. I'll report back to you. Anyway, getting out of here. Dropping the podcast in about 10 minutes. Enjoy your day. Drive carefully. It's raining. Hands 10 and 2 to the wheel. 9-3 prefer. Put the phone down. But have us streaming Bluetooth into your speakers of your automobile. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go Devils.
Morning,